Hello, this is Julian with Coffee Reviews, and today I will be reviewing Ceremony Coffee out of Baltimore, Maryland. I'm currently outside of the location on Park Avenue, and I will be trying their Mexico Santa Cruz Ozoltopec. I think that's how it's said. Let me go ahead and take a sip here. Alright, this one is important. Ceremony. So, the first time I had heard of Ceremony was from Sweet Plume, from reading a lot about my hero, Andy Spranger, who is the founder and owner of Sweet Plume Coffee out of Lakewood, Colorado, my favorite coffee roaster along with Onyx in the entire world. Ceremony gave Andy his coffee start. He used to work at their shops here in Maryland. He used to work at doing various jobs, barista, delivery, bagging coffee, all that stuff. So they created what is probably one of the most influential people in my entire life, which was Andy. It's his coffee that got me so interested and so deeply involved in coffee. So in essence, Ceremony's done a lot for me for coffee. I have a lot to thank them for. Me even being involved in coffee in any capacity to this level, especially to this level. So since that's out of the way though, let me talk a brief bit about Ceremony. 8 locations in Maryland, definitely the big one in Baltimore, the big, most notable coffee roaster. Since I found out about them, I've been reading about them, looking at their shop. They have a really cool website. They have one of the coolest coffee websites I've ever seen. So definitely check them out. I think probably the most surprising part about this is actually my first time ever trying Ceremony's coffee. And I got this Mexico. It was the barista suggestion, and truth be told, I had seen it online. I checked Ceremony's website quite a bit, and when this one came out, I knew I wanted to try it. So both being the barista suggestion and what I wanted to try, then I became super excited, and I'm happy to try this one. Alright, the shop, they had 3 pour-over options, a Colombian and Ethiopia, and again, this one is my top choice. The Ethiopia is also brand new. As I mentioned, they use kind of cool artwork on their website designs to kind of show what the coffee is supposed to taste like. In this case, it was peanut brittle, and without giving too much away, it's definitely very, very peanut forward. Coffee is described as a first fermented between 24 and 48 hours and then washed. So for that purpose, we'll just call it a washed Mexico. And I have noticed that typically with washed Mexicos, I get a lot of, nutty taste to it. And the best thing I have to say, it's 94 degrees. The air conditioning that was coming outside of their little window was spectacular and amazing. The coffee shop on the inside looks super nice. It was actually chosen for this location specifically because it's probably one of the nicer looking coffee shops of the Ceremonies in the city. But I think we're ready to talk about this coffee. And I'm going to say right off the bat, it's a hit. It does not disappoint at all. I'm super happy with this cup of coffee. I had kind of high expectations and it lived up to them. Very, very peanut forward. I get a lot of, it's very smooth. You know what, it's kind of like I know they say peanut brittle, I get a little bit more of like a peanut butter cup. Maybe with some, well, you know what I think a good comparison is? It's probably Justin's peanut butter cups. Very, very smooth cup of coffee. I like it a lot. A tiny bit of, it's got some lively mouthfeel around. I think, yeah, definitely. I really enjoy this cup of coffee. This one right here is a hit for me. The Ceremony as a whole, of course, is a hit for me. I'm going to try not to be biased. If the coffee was lacking a little bit, then I would have said something, but I think you have a certain expectation for washed, processed Mexicos, and this has got some really nice flavor to it. So I'm gonna give Ceremony definitely a highly recommend. If you're in Baltimore, that's your #1 stop. And this Mexico right here, I don't know how different it is from a lot of the cups of coffee that you might experience, but I'm gonna put it still in the, it's bordering on that highly recommend category for me. I'm just gonna bite the bullet and I'm gonna put it in that highly recommend category. mostly because it's probably one of the better Mexicos I think I've ever had. I think if you're looking for a really like smooth, kind of peanutty Mexican coffee, or even just a coffee that has some really nice peanut flavor to this, then this is my top choice for this. One of the better Mexicos I've found pretty much ever. So that's been my review of Ceremony. Very happy with this. Thank you for watching.